Hey, what's going on, everyone? Legend of Molly coming at you from Memphis today to go to the Memphis Zoo. And this is one of the more popular zoos in the country and one we've never been to, so I'm really excited. The entryway here, awesome entrance to the zoo. Really, really neat. Now let's kick off the tour of the Memphis Zoo here by going to their most famous exhibit. And that is because this is one of the very, very few zoos in the United States to have giant pandas. And I can't wait to see them. Before you reach the giant pandas, there is a movie you can watch. And then also over here, you can see the, Salowest, Molly, I'm not near the sign. Do you remember the name of this ape-type creature? Salowesti crested black macaque. They're trying to escape the rain a little bit. And guys, it is lunchtime for the giant pandas. This here is Lele, who's loving her bamboo. It came out, stopped by at a good time.
Hey baby, so cute.
I know, it's just wonderful creatures. They do have a second giant panda as well. This is Yaya here. And it is also lunchtime on this side. After you exit the panda area, you have some more apes over here. These are Francois langurs.
Look at over here. Who is it? What is it? Tell me. Watch out, Lila. Watch out. Oh, there's a little boy.
Unfortunately, when you go to the zoo, you can't see every animal. This exhibit here is for one of my favorites, the red pandas. Who has a ton of room.
Yeah, and they're usually hard to spot anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't spotted. What are you looking at?
These creatures are pear-David deers. One that I don't think I've seen a lot in zoos.
No, you don't see that one.
You can see that one's peeing, but concentrate on the antlers because that's much prettier. And also, if I'm going to pan to the right over here, there's what I believe to be a baby one.
It's so small.
The zoo does offer a carousel with all sorts of different animals on it. But I like the bench with the little, it's like a little red panda hanging out in the tree. The next section of the zoo is the Northwest Passage. Entrance, top notch.
Yes.
The first animal you get to in the Northwest Passage, another one you don't see in a ton of zoos anymore, and that is a polar bear. And the polar bear has a wonderful exhibit. Very, very large, incredibly well detailed. Waterfalls,
Polar bears
lakes.
are such a cool animal.
They are.
And they have a ball to play with.
They do. It looks like it's a well-loved ball.
Yeah.
Here you can see a sea lion who's currently playing with a leafy that must have been blown into his enclosure.
He looks like he's enjoying it.
Oh yeah, he's definitely having a good time. They do offer a sea lion show as well here at the zoo. As I lost the guy who's probably chasing that leaf. A couple of bald eagles here. He's looking right at us. Unfortunately, not on exhibit today for our visit is the American black bear. The next exhibit here at the zoo is the Teton Shrek, which check out this giant Grand Lodge. That's the first thing you see. Very reminiscent of like a wilderness lodge at Disney World.
Yeah, it does.
My friends, check out this grizzly bear exhibit. It looks like something right out of Disney World. I haven't been able to find any bears yet, but it's a very large exhibit. Hopefully we do. I had no idea elk made that kind of noise.
You need to go to my grandparents' cabin in the mountains.
So you were aware of...
Yeah, these guys are always around our cabin.
And they make that kind of like squeaky noise?
Yep.
Interesting. And there you can see the male with the antlers as well. Trotting along here, you can see a gray wolf. I'm right over to say hello. And it's interesting that I believe the bears and the wolves could see each other.
Yeah, I think so.
The next section of the zoo is the Zambezi River Hippo Camp. And of course, the star of the show here at the hippo camp, gotta be the hippopotamus. That is a large hippopotamus.
Yeah, really clean water and very clean glass.
And very, very large.
Wow.
They are such cool animals.
Hippo swimming.
It did take us a while to find what was in here, but the first animal you get to is a Nile crocodile.
Nile. He's giant.
Yeah, that's a big boy. Looks like you probably got about 100 different flamingos over here. Let's go check out cat country. Here you can see the zoo's African lions. This one, the lioness, is in a really cool pose. They've got a couple of them in here. And they're all up. It's really rare for lions.
Yeah. I guess it's kind of dark outside.
Yeah. The male's beautiful too with the mane. That is a beautiful lion. This little cat over here with the ears is a carrot. Right. They're pretty neat. There you can get a decent view of them. Here you can see the Bengal Tigers at the zoo. Just an amazing looking animal. You got one white one and one more traditional orange. But I really like their enclosure here. I go to a lot of zoos. I don't think I've ever seen this. There are, I guess these are jaguars or leopards, and they are just in the trees. You can see one down there on the bottom. But wow.
Yeah, that's really cool. Never seen that.
No. Fascinating. So just to update you, these guys are jaguars. We were visiting the zoo on June 5th. They were born last September 4th. This is Lulu and Bella. And that explains why they're so playful. It's gonna pounce. It's thinking about it. It's thinking about climbing that tree. Is mom still up in the tree?
I think so.
Walking away from us over there is a fishing cat. Ooh, climbing on up. It did take us a minute, but you could see the snow leopard up there.
Cleaning himself.
Well, I'm not quite sure why he's in cat country. This is a capybara. There's actually two of them in there. I want to say this guy looks like he probably just went for a swim.
Yeah.
Here are a couple more adorable animals. This is the bat-eared fox. Very interested on something on the ground over there. As you can tell why they got their name.
Because they are adorable ears.
Yep. You can see a couple of cheetahs over here. Looks like he's gonna walk right on towards us. There's a couple of them. Oh, nope, I think they're turning away. Oh, no. The next section of the zoo is the African veldt. No surprise here, one of the first creatures you come across in the African area is the African elephant. I like how this one's using its enrichment toy they have up there. I believe it's got a hay in there for him.
Yeah, good food.
It's got to reach his trunk all the way up there. And you can also see the larger one in the back has tusks. Looks like the tusks are capped. Nope, and he's also playing with an enrichment toy as he's sticking his trunk through that hole and coming out with food, I believe.
Hey, more hay.
Let's see it. Yep, there it is. Neat.
Oh, he's coming over.
Molly, I would say this is the first for me. I've never seen this at a zoo before.
No, but more zoos probably need.
Yeah. If you see anyone taunting the animals, call this number immediately. That's really awesome. Right by here, you can see an ostrich. And it's actually an interesting enclosure in here. The ostrich is the only one you got a really good view of, but you do have some smaller gazelle-type animals over there. And then you're not going to be able to see them from over here, but there's also a bongo or two all the way in the back, waiting to go in. Another one of your classic African most famous animals here, two of them actually. As you can see, the white rhinoceros. Look at that horn. And they're paired up with some Grant zebra, who's showing us his backside, but he's very happy because he's eating. The zoo's home to a couple of very large and very pretty giraffes.
Very pretty giraffes. And the small one.
And a couple of them too. I like this guy who's sort of, I guess he's in the house, but he can still say hello to his friends from over the fence. Let's turn the camera back on because this giraffe is drinking some water. Also, they have a ton of giraffes here, as they are all now surfacing. Big ones, little ones, not like baby ones, but I would say probably some adolescent-sized giraffes. And some very, very, very large giraffes. The next exhibit on the tour is Primate Canyon. While it may be Primate Canyon, it's home to one of my favorite animals. You got otters. I couldn't tell you if these, I think they're Asian small-clawed otters. They could be North American river otters, but I'm not sure. Oh, some of them are going back in their house up their little ramp. And these guys, they're paired up with lemurs. Now, I can't see any lemurs out here at the moment, but maybe I'll find some in a minute. This exhibit's for siamangs and orangutans, but it looks like these guys are more concerned about going inside. Oh, just as I say that, she pops out of her hole to be on the camera. The orangutans did come out to play, and there's a little gun. Oh, where'd it go?
He's doing the little trampoline. And the mom's in that one.
What an adorable face. And a somersault. Animals over here. This guy with the little mustache, it's a Pandas monkey.
He is so cute with his little mustache. And
then in the back that look like giant skunks, those are Columbus monkeys. I also love this guy. I can't get a good shot of him, but he's sitting all the way at the top. Not the easiest animal to spot, but you do have an alligator snapping turtle down there.
That's so cool. They're really cool animals.
Let's take a look at the Herpetarium. Not normally my favorite part of the zoo, as there's lots of snakes. Here you can see a very neat chameleon. Something I quite enjoy. And then I'll pan to something I don't enjoy nearly as much. A Burmese python. You can see the Komodo Dragon right there. And you can also see another one over here.
Western striped newt. The western striped newt is
it's more modern in here than I thought it would be. Looking at the building on the outside, like all digital signs telling you about the animals. There are screens that go off talking about the animals, so it's actually pretty neat. You've got some turtles down here, and turtles are always cool. But check out this wild looking animal up here. Now, Molly, what kind of animal is this?
A Filipino sail-fed dragon.
Look at his tongue hanging out. That is a Western African dwarf crocodile. More crocodiles next. This is the slender snout crocodile. The zoo does have a tropical birdhouse. Hello, friends. One of my favorite animals in the world, the penguin. They have a giant, giant enclosure here for the African penguins. It feels like an older exhibit, so I'm guessing at one point this was not penguins, but instead something else. If you know what that was, let me know in the comment section below, because I am curious. But you get up close to a whole bunch of your favorite feathered friends. That is an East African crown crane posing for us right there. I always find pelicans to be really interesting animals. This pretty looking animal is a bontebok. And I would say this is one of the rare sections of the zoo that feels kind of older.
Yeah.
Over here by the penguins and the kids' rides. Oh, he perked up. I didn't mean to insult your enclosure. You're really cool. Time to go to the farm. Here you can see a couple of prairie dogs. And unfortunately, a lost baby duck was making all sorts of noise.
Behind. You just don't...
Oh, there's Mom. Good news, Mom and adorable baby duck have been reunited. Now, I'm not sure how baby duck gets out of here, but at least Mom's there to protect him. In the barnyard area, you do have a miniature donkey. Got a very classic looking chicken coop. With, I guess, different types of chickens, Molly?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, they are right up near the entrance.
And then that one's walking down the ramp.
There is a Stingray Cove experience here, but it is only open 10 to 5, and we're here at 5:09. Right near the stingrays is the Budgie House, where you can go feed some birds, but that runs the same hours. Also by Stingray Cove is a very old section of the zoo with a whole bunch of almost antique-looking rides for little kids. As over here, you got like little kids' boats, and then a very old-looking kiddie carousel. Well, guys, you got me. I've been to my fair share of amusement and theme parks. I don't know if I've ever seen a ride like this, the Golly Dip. That's an antique there. Finishing out the kids' ride sections, you do have a train ride, which you can ride for the high cost of $2. And that'll do it for a visit here to the Memphis Zoo. Well, I was blown away. Like, I had high expectations for this zoo because I've read a lot of reviews on it. I knew it was one of the better ones I haven't been to. And man, it is absolutely tremendous. So many really well done and giant scale exhibits. Big zoo, we were here for 3 hours. Probably could have stayed for probably another half an hour at least.
Yeah, half an hour, 45 minutes, definitely.
Yeah, I would say out of the zoos I've been to in the country, which is a lot of them, it's probably my third favorite. San Diego's my favorite, followed by Cincinnati, but this is right up there.
Oh yeah. Well, and it also helps that they have pandas.
Yeah, pandas and polar bears.
And polar bears
are animals you don't get to see very often.
Yeah.
And just, oh man, the exhibits they have, like they're like postcard worthy, like that grizzly bear exhibit.
I'm so sad we didn't see any grizzly bears
I know.
in there, but even the polar bear exhibit, it was huge.
Yeah, really top-notch stuff. If you're in Memphis, come check this out. Also, an insanely good value.
Yes, compared to other zoos.
Yeah, like the San Diego Zoo is probably my favorite zoo, but that's 50 or 60 bucks to get into. This is $18.
Yeah. Now they do have the older area, of course.
Yeah, they do have some older areas, but they have so many newer areas as well.
Correct. Yeah.
All right, guys, so definitely check this one out. Do you have a favorite animal, Molly?
Not
counting panda bear. I was gonna say you get
panda. Polar bears are really cool, and then the tigers were really pretty.
Yeah,
I love tigers.
You do, tigers. I do great times here. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions about the Memphis Zoo, let us know in the comment section below. Do my best to get back to you. Thanks for watching.